Good morning, St. Mary. Day 6 of my 30-day Jamaican adventure is unfolding beautifully in the parish of St. Mary. And what a day. This parish, often celebrated for its lush landscapes and rich history, has truly lived up to its reputation. My morning began with an incredibly serene Jamaican experience, river rafting on the majestic Rio Nuevo. For this tranquil journey, I chose JM Tours and Travels, and I couldn't have asked for a better guide than Xavier, or Captain X, as he liked to be called.
New river.
Okay, we're on the Rio Nuevo River with Captain X.
Definitely. No snakes, no crocodiles, no alligators, nothing dangerous.
Nothing dangerous at all?
No fishing.
No man either? No man?
Fishing.
No man no in there.
You might see one or two guys swimming past, but otherwise.
As we gently glided down the river on our bamboo raft, Captain X shared fascinating insights about the history of the river and even some amusing tales about life rafting on Rio Nuevo. The tranquility of the water, the gentle rustle of the leaves along the banks, and the occasional call of a tropical bird created a perfect symphony of nature. We made a delightful stop along the way to enjoy some truly refreshing coconut water and jelly. The sweet, cool coconut water was the perfect complement to the warm morning air and the peaceful ride. Captain X, being the generous guide he is, even allowed me to try my hand at steering the raft.
Right, Captain.
I'm happy to report that I navigated us back to the post without any dramatic mishaps. Though I'm sure my technique was far less graceful than his, it was an experience that truly immersed me in the natural beauty and unhurried pace of Jamaican life. Following that dose of natural splendor, my itinerary led me to a place where history, relaxation, and delicious food seamlessly blend, Sugarpot Beach. This wasn't just a beach, it felt like stepping into an open-air museum, still actively breathing with the echoes of its past. The most captivating aspect was the visible ruins of a former sugarcane plantation. Large weathered metal pots, once integral to the sugar-making process, are still scattered across the grounds, providing a tangible link to Jamaica's rich heritage. So according to the waitress, Sugarpot Ruins is a former sugarcane plantation, and these pots is where they used to make the sugar. And I think there's another one, I got a picture of it over there. But Sugarpot Ruins is a former sugarcane plantation, and some of the ruins are still here. It's truly unique to be able to lounge on a beautiful beach while being surrounded by such significant historical artifacts. Beyond the historical intrigue, Sugarpot Beach also boasts an excellent bar and restaurant. My lunch was an absolute culinary delight. Perfectly fried fish, served with fried sweet potato wedges. The flavors were vibrant and authentic, a true taste of Jamaica. I had the pleasure of meeting Diamond, the head chef and manager, who was incredibly welcoming and passionate about the food and the history of Sugarpot Beach. The setting itself is wonderfully inviting. Despite being a large beach, with ample outdoor seating, it maintains a cozy and intimate atmosphere, making you feel as though you have your own private slice of paradise. The gentle lapping of the waves against the shore and the warm sea breeze completed the perfect picture. St. Mary, you have truly exceeded my expectations. Your blend of breathtaking natural beauty, intriguing history, and warm hospitality has made this day an unforgettable part of my Jamaican journey.